Hello, this is Martha with Zenmamalove, and I'm here with some lovely ladies this morning. I wanted to introduce a very, very dear, very amazing person in my life, Corina Fitch, and she's going to be talking a little bit about what she does and the magic that she makes happen with women as well. So we have very similar passions, and we've worked together and been friends for a very, very long time. So I really wanted to share her with you guys. And today we're going to talk a little bit about the importance of empowering other women in raising up, raising women up in our lives. And sometimes we get so caught up in our own space of doubt and self-doubt and wondering, am I enough? Am I doing the right things? What am I doing? I'm lost. I thought I knew what I was doing. We just had this conversation a minute ago. And we forget that there are other women out there who are our allies and who are happy to help and happy to remind us of who we are. So it's important, I believe, for us to take a moment and remember that, to extend that out to the women in our lives and to help remind them who they are, because in doing that we remind ourselves who we are. So I wanted to extend that to Corina because, and I'm going to start crying, I know I am, because I always do, because she is just such an amazing person. And for me, I'm going to take it and make it selfish, she's been a pivotal person in my transformation throughout my life in the past 17 years.
Wow, it's been 17 years. Wow.
Yeah. We came together as dancers and drummers, and everything grew from there, and we've both grown hugely. But I feel that you are such a catalyst and such an inspiring person. And just personally for me, you've just, not even meaning to, or maybe subconsciously meaning to, you've just kind of opened the path for me to so much growth and to seeing things in a different way, to gently, that's the beauty of it, like you've gently led me, never telling me this is what you should do or this is what will help you or anything like that. You've just kind of like, you've provided me with opportunities to experience things that I never would have experienced had I not met you. You've opened my eyes to awakening and to seeing life in a different way in so many avenues, and I think you're amazing. I will forever be grateful. Forever be grateful for everything that you've done, that you continue to do now, just for me. And that's me. Like, imagine all these other women that whose lives you've touched in similar ways. And unfortunately, we don't often get that feedback from women. Like, some people might love you and what you do and think you're an amazing midwife, you're an amazing coach, you're amazing all these things. But we wouldn't know it unless they took the time to say to you, oh, Corina, you're the bomb. You changed my life and you're amazing, and I want you to know that, and that you are a beautiful human being that I cherish and always will.
So. Yeah, it's really true. I think there's a way that we are socialized as women to kind of, rather than preach each other's brilliance or share what we see, what the light that I see in you is, or the light that you see in me, we tend to collude around our own victimization and or have this sense of competitiveness with each other. And it's so true. We often assume that for people that we do look up to and think so highly of, or who've impacted our life, we don't necessarily say anything to them because we assume that they already know who they are and their greatness. And the truth is that that's not the case at all. And yeah, I remember when I met you, and Martha walked into a drumming class that I was teaching, and I think you were the only student.
It was a West African dance class. I was the only student.
Yeah, and then it was a dance class, and then we moved into drumming, and she there's a bug. Yeah, we're in the park. Martha, one thing that has always really, really inspired me about you is you're somebody who's just so deeply grounded. So deeply grounded. When you came into my class, just your ability to feel into what I was doing, then when we started to drum together, you're just solid. You're just like super solid, like, and both in like obviously like a rhythmic sense, but as a person, like somebody that I know that I can reach out to if I'm in a frenzy and I've lost my center. She's there, and you hold it. You just hold that space. And for so many years, you were teaching. When I met you, you were a teacher.
Yeah.
And I wanted more of you in my life. But you were really busy, and then you moved further away, and I could see how stressful that job was for you and that life. And then all of a sudden, I think I was on Facebook, and I see your Zenmamalove blog, or somehow I came across your blog, and I was like, oh my God, wow! I was so blown away by the way you were writing, that you had moved into this whole nother arena that was very much connected to the work that I do, and I remember like reaching out to you and you're like, wow, this is badass. Like, and so to be a witness to that transformation, even though I didn't really see the workings of it, I saw you before and I saw you after, and now being connected again through our shared journey of really coming to understand our gifts and bring them out into the world is just such a blessing. And I know that in your work, I haven't officially been a client of yours, but I know just from my own experience reaching out to you, the deep gifts that you offer in your presence, in your wisdom, and again, just in this incredible groundedness. It's like a very embodied wisdom. It's not a cerebral, like, I know this because I read that, or it's really like in you.
Thank you. I think it's amazing too, like when we allow ourselves to get into that space of supporting our sisters, even if it's energetically, even if it's like, for we were always in the periphery of each other's lives. For 17 years, we've always been like, we've either been dancing together, right, and other, not just your groups, but right, other groups, and musically we've, been in the same circles. In the birth world, we've been kind of always on the fringe, and always been whatever. But yeah, it's amazing to me how, life always knows when to expand and contract, and how we always end up gravitating towards one another, and yes, we have always supported each other, and in some way, even when it hasn't been obvious. And yeah, I think that's I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think it's something that we can all as women try to actively do. Try to make it a point to, just like you said, just try to remember that even though we think all these women who've got it together know they've got it together, they don't always know. They don't always feel it. So maybe we can challenge the people who are watching to do something today, to reach out to a woman in their lives who has made an impact in some way, and let them know. Send them a message, or call them, or send them a card, send them an email, do something to tell them of the impact that they've had for you. Yeah. And I believe that, in doing that, you're going to make a huge, give them a big blessing, a big gift for the day, and it will have outreaching effects, I believe.
Absolutely.
You'll make them feel good, you'll feel good, and then you put it out there, and the universe is going to bring it back to you.
And you're going to give them a sense of confidence that they probably didn't have before, because they're going to be taken off guard, like to get this random note or call, and then to have it be something where their light is really being shown back to them. I want to share something that I just heard from one of my teachers, and hopefully I can remember it exactly. But it was basically that there's two ways to bring light into the world. One way is to be that light, and the other way is to shine that light on others, or to draw out the light in others. And so that's as women, as women on the edge of something big in our lives, especially, we want to continually be giving that back to our sisters. And it's really, we really can't see our own brilliance in the same way that others can. And also, sometimes we need a sister to mirror back the things that may be holding us back. Even so, it's like mirroring back our brilliance and also saying, you know what, I think this area is something that maybe you need to look at and develop a little more in a very loving way that's going to serve them.
Absolutely. So we'll wrap it up, and we'll probably be doing this more often, so you'll see us talking to you, and we'll be talking about different things. And do you want to real quick tell us about what your group or what your endeavors are right now?
Yeah, sure. My practice as a midwife is called Bellymama Midwifery, and I've been doing that for about 18 years. And I'm just kind of branching into something new, which I've called Motherfly. And Motherfly is my newest baby that came into fruition after I gave birth to my third daughter. And it's really about empowering mothers and empowering pregnant women and helping them to move from a state of just surviving and kind of getting through to a state of thriving. Just a way that they can really bring the fullness of themselves into their lives as mothers and into the world in ways that have impact on others.
Beautiful. Awesome. So definitely, if you enjoyed our talk, our video, please keep us in your thoughts and in your minds, and you can find us both on Facebook. Reach out to us. Let us know if you enjoyed the video. Send us a comment or a message, or let us know, was this something you enjoyed or not, and interact with us, because we'd love to hear from you. So we're going to wrap it up and say thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.